Amnesia, A Machine for Pigs is a survival horror video game developed by the Chinese Room and published by Frictional games. It was released on the 10th of September 2013 for Windows, Mac OS X and Linux. Shipping was at first speculated to be early 2013, but was pushed to a later date due to both the overwhelming response and Frictional Games' desire to meet the expectations of the public. It was delayed further due to the increase in game size from an experimental game to a full-fledged Amnesia game. The game is an indirect sequel to The Dark Descent set in the same universe, but featuring different characters at a later period in time. The game was released for PlayStation 4 on November 22, 2016, as part of the Amnesia collection, which also includes Amnesia, The Dark Descent and its expansion, Amnesia Justine. The Amnesia collection was released for Xbox One on September 28, 2018, and for the Nintendo Switch on September 12, 2019. The Amnesia collection release for PS4 brought trophies to the game, which was later added to the PC release as achievements, which also made it onto the Xbox One version when it was released. Set in the waning years of the 19th century, explores themes of industrialization, moral corruption, and the cost of progress. The game delves into the life of Oswald Mandus, a wealthy industrialist who embodies the dark side of human ambition. His obsession with innovation and power leads to the creation of a massive, nightmarish machine beneath London. The machine, initially designed to revolutionize the world, spirals into a monstrous entity that consumes flesh and spreads death. Unlike The Dark Descent, which focused heavily on psychological horror and the descent into madness, A Machine for Pigs incorporates philosophical and moral questions about humanity's future. The game juxtaposes the horrors of the machine with the looming reality of the 20th century's industrial and wartime atrocities, particularly World War I. This historical context serves as a backdrop for Mandus's personal tragedy and his ultimate quest for redemption. Plot set in 1899 on New Year's Eve, the game follows Oswald Mandus, a wealthy industrialist who has recently returned from a disastrous expedition to Mexico, where tragedy struck. Hit by fever, Mandus has frequent dreams about a dark machine until he regains consciousness. Little does he know that months have passed, and upon awakening, he hears his children calling for him to find them. Mandus wanders out of his bedroom to find his children. During his search, the house shakes, and Mandus hears a machine roar into life beneath his feet. He also receives mysterious telephone calls, which at first are cryptic, but then tell him that his children are trapped in the bowels of the machine, and to rescue them, he must repair it. Heading down into the depths, Mandus slowly regains his memories and encounters the monstrous, porcine slaves that patrol the corridors and catwalks. When Mandus finally reactivates the machine, he realizes that he was betrayed. His children had been murdered by him before he slipped into a fever, and the guiding voice was the other half of his soul, combined with the machine. Now fully functional, the machine unleashes an army of pigmen onto London, killing any and all they come across and sending them down to feed the machine's monstrous appetite. Oswald, realizing that he was the one who created the machine, returns underground to destroy it once and for all. The machine pleads with him to reconsider, as he reveals Oswald murdered his sons after he was shown a vision of their future deaths in World War I. But Oswald realizes he has no right to take the fate of humanity into his own hands, and in his final act of redemption and guilt, he deactivates the machine. As the world enters the 20th century, Mandus and the machine both lay dead far beneath the streets of London. I hope you enjoy this. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to see more. And goodbye.